it's Sara Oehler here with www.softflexcompany.com, and today is Kit Day. I just was saying it's my favorite holiday every month. I get to open a fantastic package of jewelry making materials and make something special on the fly. I have no pre-plan going in. I make it up as I go. But I'm going to open this one up today. This was called our Golden Gate Design Kit. It's based off the Golden Gate Bridge here in the Bay Area. It is a unique version of the Golden Gate. We picked a picture that had sort of a beautiful sunset scene. So that added some really interesting colors in with that very traditional Golden Gate, very, golden color. So I think this was a really fun kit, and I can't wait to open it up and take a look. I haven't seen the materials in a long time. I helped sort of create at the beginning of the kit, months in advance, and then I don't really see the materials again until I open it up, so it always feels kind of brand new to me as well. But this one is sold out. It's sold out in about 10 days. They are selling out pretty quickly again, we know that. We want to bump up our numbers, but we're committed through the end of the year to the number that we're doing right now, and then we will bump it up again probably in our January kit, so that more and more people can take advantage of our kit because it's just so fun. So right now we have our new kit up online for sale. It's called the Great Pumpkin. It is Halloween inspired. The video date for that will be October 30th. And it'll be the same thing. I will have that kit in my hands that day. We'll open it up and we'll make something on the fly with that kit. So that's super exciting. It's already about 20% sold out before this live show even started. And I've seen a few come in because I get updates from my email every time there's an order. So I've seen a few more roll by. So if you want to get one of those, definitely do that. It's at www.softflexcompany.com, and you can take advantage of a promotion that we're doing right now. If you spend over $59, you get a $10 credit on your next order. We also have a Great Pumpkin bead strand, which is a companion to the kit. You don't need it, you don't have to have it, but it has some really beautiful beads that will work with what's in the kit and be great for this fall season. So glad to see all of you here. Hi, Yolanda and Lydia and Kim. All my friends are here. I'm going to flip down and we are going to go ahead and get started. Hi, Rochelle. I love this necklace too. This was from a Jesse James kit that I received probably like a good year and a half or so ago, but there is a video about me making this particular design somewhere out there, but I do love it. It's super hot here in the Bay Area. It is supposed to be 95 today, which is like unheard of in the middle of summer, let alone when we're going into the fall. So I think we're all a little confused by it, but that's why I have a tank top on and I'm trying to keep cool out here in the heat. So, and how quickly I forget, I've lived in Arizona for 20 years. You'd think I would think 95 was easy peasy, but it is quite hot today. Hey, it is a cute owl, Yolanda. I wonder if Jesse James Bead still has them. It's a really cute one though. Okay, so I'm going to start opening up. And if you missed it, this is our website. That's where you can get the next kit, which is Halloween inspired. Mr. Halloween himself, James, has been helping make that an extra special kit. Oh, we did add a new trio today too, but I'll open this and then we can talk about what new products are on the website as we go. So this is our Golden Gate Design Kit. We decided, since we live in the Bay Area, Softflex is in Sonoma. I'm over in a little town called Benicia that has its own separate bridge, but everybody loves the Golden Gate Bridge. I see it all the time on marketing materials for this, not only the state of California, but the United States in general. It's just a beautiful, beautiful sight. And so we decided, why not do a kit based on the Golden Gate Bridge and see what we could come up with. So that color of the Golden Gate Bridge, when you think about it, is kind of a difficult color when it comes to jewelry design. So we wanted something that could kind of soften it a little bit. So we picked this picture that had kind of a sort of an evening view. The sun was kind of setting and it had these beautiful pinks and maybe even like a little bit of a lilac-y color, and we based our kit around that. So I think it turned out really romantic, which I also think it sort of encapsulates the Golden Gate Bridge to me. I know people who have gotten engaged on the Golden Gate Bridge. It's just one of those places that's like the most beautiful background for your picture with your loved one. So I feel like the romantic nature of this kit is really, really fun. Mandy says, yes, I'm in the Bay Area as well. This hot weather has me wishing for fall. I know. Where are the pumpkin spice lattes? At the very least, I want to have a hot pumpkin spice latte, not an iced one. Iced one. Yeah, so it's got to cool down. Tomorrow it's supposed to be dramatically different, and by the weekend it's supposed to be in the 70s, so we'll look forward to that. Okay, so in this kit, all of our kits, if you've never seen our kits before, we try to include everything you need to make some beaded jewelry except for the tools. So you are always going to find some sort of wire or stringing product. It might be a craft wire, it might be a soft flex beading wire, it might be Stretch Magic, which was in our last kit, which you can order all of those things on our website separately if you really like them. You can order more. So this particular kit, we did the red jasper color, which is very close to what the Golden Gate Bridge color looks like. So we have a 10-foot strand in here. It is our 0.019 diameter, the medium, which is the most commonly used of all of our diameters, and comes in a bunch of amazing colors, including this gorgeous red jasper. I know all the Halloween people are getting so excited because it's like truly Halloween season now. You know, like you go into the store and you see all the pumpkins and the candy and costumes are out. So I know it's an exciting time of year for Mr. James especially. Okay, so we've got our wire, and I'm sure a bunch of you out there too. We've got some 2x2 millimeter soft flex crimp tubes in our copper color. We have a lobster clasp, and then we have some basic copper ear wires as well. And these are fantastic going into fall. I really love copper in the fall. I think it's just such a nice fall tone for jewelry. So we've got that. These are super fun. We were really excited when we found these when we were searching for our beads for the kit, because they feel like the same kind of shapes that you see in the Golden Gate Bridge, and that was kind of fun for us to think of, like how these would sort of mimic the Golden Gate Bridge and then have a little bit of that color. They're a little darker than the bridge, but a little bit of that color that would match our red jasper so nicely. So there's those beads. I'm just going to set those over here. We've got a little bead mix here that has some grays. It has some pinks. These are real stone beads here. Oh, and I wanted to mention, you guys, we've seen you requesting that we put item lists in with our kits. I don't know why we hadn't really thought of that before, but we are starting to add item lists. And after the live show, a PDF will go up on the product, or a link to a PDF possibly, that will show on this particular product where you purchased it, and it'll show all the items that are in the kit to make it easier to find things. Some things we buy wholesale and we can't really, we know that person won't sell them to you, so we can't put those up, but we will say what they are, so it's just a little bit clearer. And then if it's something that we do sell, like I think we sell these guys, then there will be information on where to find that so that you can order them too. Okay, so we're just putting the list into the product, Kristen's saying. I always have it just a little bit off, just a tiny bit. Anyway, I think these are available on our website. And what stone is this, James? remind me. I didn't print out my list of items that's in this kit. These are all check glass beads. We've got like a pretty cool little gray guy, some pink little doodads, and then this, of course, like I said, is an actual stone. We have these check beads that look very much like a gold stone. Little drops, super cute. We've got some, they just look like a 3 or 4 millimeter aventurine. I wanted to say it was aventurine, but I held back because, you know, I'm always a little off. So I thought I would ask. This is a really good one. And then we've got some really sweet little pink faceted check glass. Yeah, we're excited to have the list. I don't know why we didn't do it before. I think it's really easy for us just to put it together and print it out and put it into your kit. One thing James was concerned about is if the list comes outside of your kit, will that bother you? So I guess we can take a poll here. Is it okay if the list comes outside of your kit, or do you want him to fold it up and put it inside your kit so that you don't see what's inside it on the list? I think was what he was thinking. We have some faux pearls. These are glass pearls in a really pretty color. Look at how gorgeous these are. You can make a gorgeous bracelet. This would be a great bracelet where you do the knotting around the outside. That would be super fun. Okay, and then we've got some, of course, some spacer beads. We have our red seed beads. Put it in the kit. Like in the package, not wrapped in the kit. Oh boy, Kristen. And we got the sort of a coppery gold bugle bead. And yeah, I think once you know what it is, maybe you just don't look at it. If you can hold yourself back from looking at it. And then finally, in our kit, we always have a custom designed bead mix from Jesse James Beads. This one is the Golden Gate bead mix, and this is for sale on our website. We always do extras so we can sell the bead mix just on its own after the kit goes live. So this went up today, and let me open this up. Rosanna says most of us open them the instant they're in our hands. Whatever works for James. Okay, look how easygoing you guys are. And he was so worried. He doesn't want to disappoint you guys. Always being so thoughtful, that guy. Okay, so this bead mix is on sale now. I think we had about 30 extras, so we've got a good quantity on these. If you want an extra one, or if you missed the kit, then maybe you get the bead mix and just have a little bit of the kit to work with, which is so super fun. So in this bead mix, let's kind of break it down here. It looks like we've got a great little toggle clasp, that guy. We've got some adorable, I love how romantic this mix is. Some adorable little flower petal tassels. And then we've got some little cream tassels as well here. We've got a couple of really great earring beads. I love using beads like this in earrings. They are so super cute. And we've got a bunch of metallic beads. We've got like some little square guys that are cool. We've got some bigger round, and these have kind of a bright, shiny exterior. And even some of these, which I always think are really cool. I've seen these in the JJB mixes before. They have like little wings, which are awesome. We love us some Jesse James beads. They never ever let us down on these kits. They always make the most fantastic bead mix to go along with it. And it has just been such a pleasure working with them. on our mixes. So I'm going to dump those in there. So those are for sale on the website now. It's called the Golden Gate Bead Mix. And we just started a new trio. A trio is normally 3 10-foot spools. This is a 10-foot spool. And but I only had my 30-foot spool in Tanzanite here. So I wanted to show you the 3 colors together. We've got Tanzanite, copper, and bone all in one trio together. So it's a really fun, beautiful trio that matches this bead mix really well. So if you're getting the bead mix and you need to get the trio so you've got the right wire colors to work with. And I just wanted to mention, since we're moving into the Halloween season, we do have Halloween trios too. We have our Trick or Treat, and then we also have one called, I put the beads in my, let's see if I can pull it up this way. Black Magic from last year. This was last year's Halloween kit that we did, and that's a really fun colorful trio to work with as well. Look at that. You can even lift up your bead tray. Look at that. Amazing. Okay. Moving right along. So lots of new products on the website, I guess, is the moral of the story. We are going to make something now using some of the pieces and parts from this design kit. And I'm going to see what is calling my name. I really kind of want to make a necklace today. I feel like doing something a little bigger than I have been. I'm going to avoid earrings. I've been making way too many earrings. So let's think necklace. I like this guy maybe, and this guy. And I really loved these pieces too. So if I can incorporate those in, I would really like to be able to do that. And the pearls are really pretty too. And then of course we have tassels. Ooh, maybe like a lariat would be kind of fun with the pearls. I don't know that I'll get to put these in there, but I could see the pearls, maybe these guys, maybe even some of this, some of this. Let's try that and see what happens. Oh, Sheesh says, dig in the Black Magic Trio. Hey, congratulations, Sheesh. You won the next kit. So I guess I should say that if you've never done our design challenge kits, the way it works is you buy your mystery kit, which you can do right now for next month. You join our VIB Facebook group. You do not reveal the contents of your kit because everybody likes to open it up on their own. And then usually on the last Wednesday of the month, sometimes it'll change if it's a holiday, like Christmas falls on the last Wednesday of December, so we won't be doing it that day. But usually on the last Wednesday of the month, you log into our Facebook page just like you are right now and watch this video. And you can watch it anytime. You don't have to watch it live. You don't even have to watch it if you don't want to. And then it's your turn. You post pictures of your designs and we randomly pick a winner who wins the next kit. And just so you know, the deadline for next month for this kit is October 24th. Winner will be chosen October 25th, but will be announced on October 30th. And we're doing that because we do the blog on the same day, so we need enough time to gather all of your, we need enough time to gather all the information. So I'm going to do a really long piece of this red jasper so that I can do a really nice long lariat. Well, we are giving you a few more days, Rochelle, so I know you can do it this time. But we do pick it at random because you guys make such amazing things that there is no way we could pick a winner just based on how good it is. I mean, I just don't even know where we would start. Okay, so I'm going to take some crimps and I'm going to get a 2 by 2 millimeter crimp. I'm using our copper crimp that came in the kit. Everything I use today except for the tools will have been in the kit. And we will have at least one other person designing with this kit. I'm going to put this guy in. They may not use only items in the kit though. We'll see. It's a YouTuber, I believe, and I'm not sure what day she's planning on doing the kit, but we'll keep you posted. Okay, so I had my wire, my red jasper wire. I ran it through my copper crimp into my little flower guy and then back into my crimp. This is mixing metals. You can see that the gold, this is gold on the top, and then I'm using a copper crimp. You could switch to a gold-filled crimp if you wanted to, if you really like the same metal. You could also take a tip from Kristen, who I just saw do this with her lobster clasp. You could take some patina paint and you could paint this more of a coppery color if you wanted to retain the copper. That would be a pretty easy thing to do. Just get a copper colored patina paint, which I probably have on hand somewhere. So I just took these little crimping pliers. These are magical crimpers for anyone who hasn't seen them before. And it has a little divot on either side. The first time I compress, it will compress 4 little corners, and I'll do it again later. I just got into the spirit of beading and didn't explain what I was doing. It'll compress 4 little corners, then you go on your side and you compress again, and then you just go around and around, tightening it down until it's a beautiful little round bead. But the great thing is it's also really strong connection. Yeah, some people love mixed metals. I know. Some people just cannot even stand it. So that's why I was mentioning some other options. If you do get one of these kits and you don't like the metal tone, you can always kind of change it up accordingly. There you go. So we've got our little flower tassel connected at the bottom. And a long piece of beading wire here. So let me think. I definitely like this somewhere at the bottom because that's going to give it some weight and it's going to help it to pull down. I think I might put a smaller bead underneath it though. I'm kind of thinking of these. Ooh, these are pretty too. I wonder if that color could kind of mix in a little bit of blue as well. I'm thinking I'm going to open up this one. It may take me a few rounds to get the beads just how I want them. It usually does. For anyone that's new, just be patient. This is just my process. I'm sure you have one too. I could do maybe something like that. I want to open up these guys too. If you can't see what I'm doing at the bottom of the screen, you can always move the comments off the screen if you're on a mobile device. Okay. I feel like I'm getting too many down here. The blue might just be a little difficult. I wonder if I did like that. These almost feel, because they're briolettes, they might be a little tricky. They would kind of show sideways. Maybe these are great for an earring to match the lariat at the end. Oh yeah, I just was looking at that. We had a great article last week on the blog about mixed metals. That's probably why it was even in my head. We've had some fantastic blog articles this last week, you guys. Yesterday, we posted an article about this huge art exhibit in, I think, Houston on the side of a museum. And it uses our Softflex beading wire, 024 Softflex, to string thousands, if not millions, of beads onto the side of this building. It's just really It's really impressive, really amazing. You should check out that article. We also had our Unicorn Sparkles Design Roundup article post today, so you can see a bunch of designs that folks made that are just so cool. I'm thinking like something like that, and then I'm going to open up these pearls too and add one of those. James isn't doing the next kit, is he? Oh no, he is doing the next. You're doing the next kit, but he's doing it on YouTube, right, James? Is that what you mean? Okay, so he just got super excited about it being a Halloween kit, so I was like, well, I think you should design with it too, because you are Mr. Halloween. Okay, so we've got that. Don't think that really goes too much. I'm just kind of looking around to see if there's anything I'm missing that I would really love to see in here. I think I'll do this same pattern and see what that gets us. Yeah, I kind of like that. So I've got this pattern. Now I'm going to crimp it here at the bottom, and I'm going to do the same thing at the other side and just let the wire run up to tie around your neck as a lariat. So let me get another crimp. Right, yeah, you're going to do it on YouTube. On Halloween. His video will go up on Halloween. Hi, Dee. I think he said to me he wanted to buy one of the kits. And I was like, well, if you're willing to do a video with one of the kits, then I can give it to you. So he said, sure thing. Okay, so I've got my 2 wires. I usually use an extra wire when I'm using the magical crimpers if I'm trying to crimp on one strand of soft flax, and that just gives it a little bit more bite into the nylon coating. Total extortion, that's my job. Anything to get you guys more content, right? Okay, so I'm going to center the crimp inside the magical crimpers. I'm just going to kind of tug down so I get that crimp as close to the beads as possible. And I have my second wire running through there as well. And then I'm going to compress. I should get what has 4 little corners. And then I'm going to turn it on its side and compress again. Hey, Sue. Hey, Dee. Yeah, Halloween's exciting. And the kit's super fun. We have some really special surprises in there that I think you guys are going to really like. We started talking about the Halloween kit like in the spring. So we put a lot of thought into it. And we're working very hard on the next kit, which will be sort of Christmas based. It's definitely Christmas tree based. So it's called O Tannenbaum design kit. So we're excited about that one too. I think you will. I think you should hang out. Okay, so we've got our bottom. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to lift this up, and maybe you guys can even help me with length. Let me take this one off. And I'm thinking like I would want it to hang probably like here, and then we want it to have the tie over here, so we'll have another bottom here. So I could probably bead right up from the bottom and it would be the right length. It's like having a little mirror, but a bunch of people looking at me in the mirror. Oh, live videos. Okay, so I'm just going to work right from the bottom. This is the Golden Gate kit. That's right. And it is sold out, but we have our new great pumpkin kit for sale. And we still have a bunch of the Jesse James beads. So I'm going to string on my crimp first, and then I'm going to go backwards in my pattern because I'm going to crimp to the tassel at the bottom. Thankfully, even though it's pretty warm today, there's a pretty strong breeze picking up, which must be why it cools off for tomorrow. Yeah, I think the length will be great. I'm excited. And if you have any fun beading groups that you are a part of, I would really appreciate it if you would like and share this video with your friends so they can get into the design kits with us too, and we can all have a good time together. So I'm doing the same pattern here that I did on this side. So it's symmetrical. You could totally not be symmetrical. Symmetrical is my go-to. That's what I tend to do, but you don't have to be by any means. Okay, and then I just need one more crimp. I'm going to attach the bottom first, my tassel. This is perfect to have these big beads because they're going to add a lot of great weight for the bottom of the necklace so that it kind of hangs nicely. So I'm going to kind of compare these two loops. You can see this one's just slightly bigger, and I'm just going to move this up just a little bit so they're closer to the same size. It's just one of those little details you can pay attention to that makes your design just look a little bit more professional. Dee says she finds it hard not to be symmetrical. Maybe that should be one of our design challenges. We have to all do asymmetrical design. I don't think I would do very well with that stipulation. They keep saying we will get some more rain here in Arizona. Oh gosh, you're always dying for rain at this time of year in Arizona. So if you've just joined us, I compressed to make a little square, and then I turn. I'd say September is one of the hardest months in Phoenix. It can start getting a little cooler, but then it can go shoot way back up to pretty hot again. And you feel like it's just, the heat is just never going to end. It's like you can see it on the horizon, but you're not quite there yet. I'm going to trim. James said he got in trouble at art school for being too symmetrical. I can see that because you definitely like things to be very organized and similar. You like to find the pattern and hang on to it. I've noticed. Rosanna says she doesn't really do asymmetrical. Well, it sounds like we all need that challenge then, don't we? I will have to figure out. I'm going to have to send you guys all a bag of beads where no two beads are the same. So you have to be asymmetrical. Okay, so I've got my my crimp that I strung on at the very beginning, so it's already on there. I've attached the bottom. Now I'm going to attach this here so that the beads won't slide up. I'm glad that it's gorgeous there, but I wouldn't count on it staying that way. Especially not if it's 95 here in California. Okay, so I've got centering my 2x2 millimeter crimp tube, and I put in my extra wire so I get a little bit more of a wire to attach. Dee said that would be crazy. I assume you're talking about my sending you a kit where no two beads are the same. Oh boy. I don't even know what we would call that kit. Crazy kit, crazy town kit. Okay, so I'm going to trim off my wires. Once it's crimped, you can trim right up to your wire. Just be really careful not to trim your necklace because that is always a huge bummer. There we go. We've got a nice long lariat. I'll take a picture of it and put it into the VIB group, just like all of you guys do with your designs. But it just wraps around, and then I can do just like a light tie in the front. And if I want, I can even kind of make one longer than the other, or I could wear it with them both together, or you can even take a jump ring. If you don't like the tie look, you can take a jump ring and attach it there so that it can kind of slide up and down, and one will go longer and one will probably go shorter, but it'll connect the two ends. And then it's just a nice long necklace that can go over your head. No clasp needed. Very, very cool. Ooh, Dadaism kit. I like it, James. But now you told our secret, so everyone will know. Oh, thank you, Faith. Faith says that's really beautiful. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's move on and do a quick pair of earrings to match it, because we have these beautiful gemstone beads that are in the kit, and I want to make sure I use those, and I think I can make something to match this necklace really easily with this. So let's take another piece of our red jasper beading wire. I'm going to get like maybe about a 6-inch strand. And yeah, jump rings are really fun on lariats. I think that's a nice way to connect it so that it, especially with the wire, because it does tend to sort of make a U shape. A nice little copper jump ring could be really cool. Okay. If I had been thinking of it, you could probably even do like a bead like this. String it here, and then have your wire go around the back, and then string through this bead with that wire again, and then do your beading at the bottom. And then it's sort of like a, what do they call that, a bolo tie, where it'll go up and down the two wires, but it'll hold it all together. That would be, I might have to remake it with that, because I think that would be super cool. Okay, so let's pull that aside because I might have to do that. I think it would be just really cool. Okay, so let's make our earrings. Focus, Sarah, focus. I'm going to take some of these off. We're making them to match the necklace, so we're going to kind of use a thoughtful design here. I want these in the center, obviously, and then we're going to use a little bit of the pink on each side, and then maybe these jasper guys. I feel like I'm sort of missing the bone color in there. Let's see if we want to work that in here too. Not sure. Let's try it on the wire. Sometimes it's easier to see once you get it on the wire. The Orphan Challenge kit. Yeah, that's a good one. All those extra beads where you have just one and you don't know what in the heck to do with it. Okay. Let's see how this looks on the wire. Sometimes it doesn't work nearly as well on the wire as you think it will on your table. I'm liking it. I do like it. Once you get a crimp on either side, it'll kind of offset it too. It's fun. Wonder if I should do round shape. I like the round shape. Maybe a 2-strander. Maybe something like this would be okay. So if I do this, I probably don't need to crimp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 crimps. Hoops. Who doesn't like a good hoop? I'm going to take 2 crimps, 2 crimps, and string it on one side, and I'm going to string back in the opposite direction. I could make 1,000 different pairs of earrings with soft flex. And I'm going to make it, I think, about this size. And I'm just going to pull those crimps apart just ever so slightly. That's where my ear wire is going to sit. Go. And I just went ahead and did both because then I know where it's going to be on the wire. And then I'll go in the opposite direction. And I'm just going to go around and around till those crimp tubes look like beautiful little round beads. I'll take out my cutters. And there's my earring. Now I just need to take out my ear wire and attach it. Yeah, Mimi, that's true. I could pinch the wire to get it to go through the bead. I think that pinch on the wire would drive me bonkers though, being that I sell wire. It would just probably drive me bonkers. Okay, so I'm sure I can figure out a way, even if I cut the wires and attach them differently or something. Okay, so we've got our ear wire. I'm going to open it up, slide it between my 2 crimps. If I find that it's sliding out too much or it's bothering me, it's not staying put, I can always do a crimp cover too, but I think it'll stay really nicely between those 2 crimps. And then I've got a beautiful little hoop earring to match my lariat, and these are just like perfect little fall colors. As we hopefully move into fall and we put these 95-degree days behind us, we're going to definitely be looking at some fall things here. So I might do one more project, but I'm going to do it off screen. I definitely am really called by these guys, maybe like a really fun bracelet. And it's a single hole bead, so I really want to kind of play around with these. I like how they look. I like how they look together even. So I will be playing with those for sure, and all sorts of other stuff in this kit. I'm sure you'll see the different things that I make, and I look forward to seeing all the different things that you guys make in the VIB group. So now it's up to you. You have until, I'm just going to move you back a little bit. You have until deadline 10/24, October 24th, to post pictures of what you make with the Golden Gate Design Kit. Every design is an entry to win our next kit, and we pick at random. So if you're brand new to beading, it's okay. You don't feel like you're being challenged to, you know, compete with someone who's been beading for 60 years. That's not the way it goes. Everyone loves everyone's designs. We're a really friendly, happy group, and we definitely accept and love beginners, and we all learn from each other. So the VIB group is fantastic, not just for these projects, but just in general. If you have questions about beading, if you're looking for beading friends, there are some great, great designers there that are so wonderful and accepting and loving. So it's a great place to hang out, just in general. You want to use hashtag Golden Gate, and that needs to be one solid word. And it's fine if you make a mistake. We go back through and try to fix all of them. We had a little bit of a difficulty with hashtag Unicorn Sparkles. Some people did sparkle and some people had them separated, but we did get through fixing it. Thomas, how many designs were there that you chose a random number from? I would love to hear what that number was. I know it was over 100 designs were entered into the contest last month. And that was really, really awesome to see. So we have tons of new products on the website. I hope you'll check it out. Our great pumpkin design kit for next month is there. Our Golden Gate bead mix, we had about 30 of them to start today. We have a great pumpkin bead strand that's complimentary to the kit if you want to buy one of those. And we have a brand new Softflex Trio too, which is our bone, copper, and tanzanite color. And we have no other trio that's really like this. This is a really unique, very pretty trio. So it's a good one to check out as well, especially if you're doing the bead mix. It's kind of a no-brainer. All orders over $59 will get a $10 credit added to your account at the beginning of our next sale next week. I think it's like the 2nd is when those will be added. And then you'll have, I think it's almost 8 weeks, 7 weeks to use that credit on your next purchase. So maybe the next kit, however you want to use it. Yeah, so there's a good deal going on, free shipping over $50. We love to spend time with you guys. Thank you for being here with me today. I want you to check out our blog. We have some great blogs, especially this week. We had fantastic blogs. And then Kristen will be back on YouTube Live on Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific. I will be doing a live sale on Tuesday at 1 p.m. Pacific on Facebook. And then James will be back premiering his next Conversations in Wire on Thursday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. You can catch him on YouTube. So we have tons of good video content coming up, and definitely, like I said, the blog post, especially yesterday, you have to look at what this gentleman is doing on the side of the building. It's really fantastic. And I think Thomas did such a nice job on that particular article. I mean, it's just very detailed, lots of information, and just a great overall look at what people can do with beads when they set their mind to it. So love all of you guys. Enjoy your kits. I can't wait to see what you make, and order your new kit now. See you later. I can always be found on www.softflexcompany.com. Bye guys.